Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do the TBR jar, or I guess TBR zombie mug. Oh my god, I can't speak. Zombie mug chooses my TBR. I feel like I have to add new prompts to this, but I'll probably do that either later or tomorrow, sometime this week maybe, but surely by the next TBR jar. Let's see. Hopefully it's one that we haven't gotten before. Let's see what we got. A book that takes place by a body of water. We always freaking get this one. But it's okay because I'm in the middle of a book that takes place basically in a body of water in the ocean. So we've got this. We've got this. And that book is Fable by Adrian Young. I am 48 pages into the book, so not very much. But it says, welcome to a world made dangerous by the sea and by those who wish to profit from it, where a young girl must find her place in her family while trying to survive in a world built for men. So it feels kind of like, not that she's like a pirate, but like her dad was, and like her mom passed away. Her dad just abandoned her on this island and was like, you're not cut out for this life, so if you make it back to me, I know you are. So she's been trying to like leave this island and make it out, to go back to her dad, to prove to him that she could be part of this life. But she's kind of like, wait, am I really part of this? Like, I don't know, like murder and stuff like that's not my thing. So yeah, so now we're gonna shake it for book 2. Hopefully it's not a prompt we've gotten before. That's why I have to fill this thing up with way more prompts, because ain't no way we're just gonna be doing the same one, even though there's a good amount of prompts there. The same ones keep coming out. Let's see. Start a new series. Why? Okay. I could also use another book I'm in the middle of because it's the first one in a series. That book is My Fault by Mercedes Ron. I am 68 pages into the book, so I'm missing a lot, and I have the whole series, so I do want to finish this soon. So yeah, this book, it's a movie. I watched the movie first, and it's weird to see like the differences, because like the movie is set in Spain, and here like she's from Canada and then she moves to California, and I'm just like, what's going on? I was expecting it to be in Spain, even though it was in English, but like in Spain, you know. But basically she lives with her mom. Her mom fell in love with this guy when she went on this trip to Fiji that she didn't want to go on with her mom. Like, who says no to a trip to Fiji? Like, come on. So she says no to her mom. She's like, I don't want to go. Her mom meets this guy. They get married on the boat. He's like a billionaire, so the mom and her have to move into his house. But she has a stepbrother and she hates him, but obviously they fall in love, you know what I mean? Right now she's still in the hating part, but we're only 68 pages in. I did see the movie and I enjoyed it, so I do want to see how it keeps going. It's just weird because it's different from the movie to this, you know. Okay, we're gonna shake for book 3. We're gonna do 6 books only this month, and we'll see what happens. A book that has illustrations. Honestly, the prompts are making me finish all the books I have to finish. For this prompt, we're gonna do Coraline by Neil Gaiman, and it does have illustrations. Let me just show you guys. No, I can't find a single illustration, so we're doing it, Smalls. We're doing Coraline. This is one of my favorite like all-time movies. Like, it's just so good. Like, I honestly, the chapter I was on, they had one, but yay. So we're gonna finish Coraline. If you haven't seen it, it's this girl. She moves in with her mom and her dad to this like house, but like the house is divided into like different like sub apartments. They have like the big house, but like there's a guy upstairs that has like a talking mice circus, and then the 2 women that used to be actresses, and she's bored at home. Her parents will pay attention to her, and she's like, the mom's like, oh, go count the doors and all that stuff, and she finds this like little door, and then she was like, Mom, I want the key to unlock it. So I unlock it. It's a brick wall, and she's like, damn, this is whack. But then one day something calls out to her, a mice or something. She's chasing it, and she gets to the door. She opens it, and it's a tunnel. She goes through the tunnel, and she's in this other world, and she sees that she has another mother, another father, and another everything, and they have buttons for eyes. And the other mother is basically just trying to get her to agreed to putting buttons in her eyes so she could, like, I guess consume her soul. But yeah, I like love this movie, so I'm like, I just want to read the book. So yeah, so this is great because it's 3 books I'm in the middle of and I wanted to finish regardless, so it's good that I can just finish them. I mean, put them in the list. I'm on page 33, which is chapter 4. But yeah, I'm enjoying it because I love Coraline, but now reading this, having watched the movie, I just imagine the movie in my head, so it's like watching the movie in written form. Okay, book number 4. Or should we choose 8 books just to have, not that I'm gonna finish all 8 books, but just to have more of like a options to choose from, you know what I mean? I got 2. Okay, I got 2. So a book that ends in an odd number of pages. Odd number of pages. Okay, so for the odd number of pages prompt, I'm choosing Liar's Beach by Katie Katugno. I've read some of her romances, never her like mystery thrillers. So basically it says Sun, Sand, and Sinister Secrets. It says Lyndon knows he doesn't belong in elite Martha's Vineyard. When his prep school roommate Jasper invites him to spend the end of the summer at August's house, his family's massive beachfront estate, Lyndon tries to fit in. It's not hard. After all, he's been lying for years, and he's not the only one. So they basically get there, they're partying, there's someone unconscious in the pool, and then they have to figure out who did it. A whodunit. It's a whodunit. So this has 275 pages, so it's an odd number, and that's what we're gonna choose for prompt number 4. I'm sorry if my voice keeps changing, my allergies are killing me, but you know. So we're gonna pick 4 more books just to have options to read in the month. It says read the last book you saw on Instagram, so I need to get my phone for that. What could have been the last book I saw on Instagram? Okay, I'm gonna go get my phone so we can continue this. Actually, we're gonna keep that prompt for last, and then I'll go get my phone because it's charging, so we just have to do that one later. Let's see. Which also the Instagram one is one that we've gotten before. I'm triggered that we keep getting ones that we've gotten before, so I might not even use that one. A book by one of my favorite authors. I'm pretty sure this book has shown up in my TBR videos before and I still haven't read it, but it's 1,000 Heartbeats by Kiera Cass. She's one of my favorite authors. I've read all of her books. This is the only one I have not read yet. So I've read this description in the back so many times, but I'm going to read it again. I told myself that it had been the rain, it was something hitting the mountain, or a tree falling, or anything else really. But every time Lennox smiled or touched me, or even looked at me a certain way, I would hear it again, the sound of 1,000 heartbeats. So that's all I know, and that's all we know. So I'm gonna put this here because she is one of my favorite authors, so I'm gonna add it to the list. Okay, it says a book that ends in an even number of pages. Jesus Christ, we got odd and even, so let's see what we got. This took forever to pick because every single book I wanted to read was ending in an odd page. But this one has 276 pages, so it ends in an even number. And it is Queen's Peril, which is the second book in like the Queen trilogy, I guess it's called. I don't know what it's called. From Star Wars, and it's about Padme. I read the first one already, which was a Queen's Shadow, and it was basically the period between how do you call this, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones, right? Yeah, because Clone Wars is a show. Attack of the Clones. So it was that period, how she became senator, how it all started or whatever. Obviously we got little traces of Annie in there, you know what I mean? She'd be like, look at the Jedi Temple and it reminds me of a friend I knew. So, you know, we're like, Anakin? Anyway, so I got it because from Star Wars, Padme and Anakin are my favorite. That's my favorite love story. It was just so cute and I loved it. I would read about not Luke and Leia, called those are siblings. Leia and Hans and stuff like that, and I really enjoy them, but there was something about Padme and Anakin, it was just so beautiful. Obviously they're 5 years apart. She's 5 years older than him, because in the movies, sorry I had to sneeze, in the movies Annie is supposed to be 9 and she's 14 in the first one, and then obviously when they're older I think he's like 18, so that would make her like 23 if my math is correct. So it's a 5-year age gap. I know it looks crazy in the first one because you're like, whoa, but like according to like the writer, they were supposed to be just 5 years apart, not 10. So this one is, I think, while she's becoming queen of Naboo. She's 14 here, and it's like her like becoming queen or whatever, which I feel like this should have been the first book, like her becoming queen, then Queen's Shadow. I mean, then Queen's Shadow, and then Queen's Hope. But so this one's before the Phantom Menace. Maybe some Phantom Menace stuff in here, but yeah. Yeah, because this is Naboo invaded by the Trade Federation. So before and during, I guess, the beginning of the Phantom Menace. I have it with my little lightsaber bookmark that my boyfriend got me. This is Anakin's... Hello. This is Anakin's bookmark. I mean lightsaber. But he got it green because I would be green instead of blue. And then he just engraved it. Too many more Star Wars reading dates. I love you. So that's obviously the one that I use to read these, and it's not that long of a book. It's 276 pages, but I do like really like annotate them and stuff like that because there's a lot of information in these books that you do not see in the movies, and I'm like, it's crazy. I'm showing you here Queen's Shadow, which is the first one in the series, and I already read. Look at how annotated she is. She is gorgeous, gorgeous. So there's a lot of information here. Yellow is like important information, and there's a lot of yellow here, so I really like to annotate these, so it does take me a little bit longer because I'm annotating and writing and highlighting and all that jazz. Like, you know, there's a lot of stuff to annotate. So I really am enjoying them. I just wish there was a little bit more of that romance between Anakin and Padme. Because that's what I really wanted. But it is nice to learn all these things about Padme and her life and just everything she was going through. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pick out one more prompt and then I'm going to go get my phone so we get to the last one. This prompt is a book that is over 500 pages. A book that is over 500 pages. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of cheating because I'm going to do the One Piece volume 7, 8, 9, like, what are these called? These mangas? When there's like more than one. Oh my god, I forgot the name. Whatever. Yes, volume 7, 8, and 9 is 580 something pages, and it's still from obviously East Blue. So here we go. We got Nami, Luffy, and I forgot his name, Sanji, in the front. So yeah, we're just gonna read it. It's just continuing the series. It's Luffy trying to find the One Piece, and he's recruiting members to join his pirate crew along the way, and obviously stories that are going on. So we're gonna keep it easy and do One Piece. So it's cheating because it's like 3 volumes in one, but it's not cheating because technically the book is over 500 pages. So and now I'm gonna go get my phone from charging, and we're gonna see what's the first book that comes out on Instagram. But the thing is that I have to own it because I'm not gonna spend any more money on buying books. I have way too many on my TBR, so I'm gonna get it, and then the first book that comes up that I own has to go on my TBR. Okay, I am on Instagram. I guess bookstagrams we're gonna put. Okay, so I have any of these. Okay, so this is the first picture that comes out. Okay, I'm just gonna take a screenshot it. Take a screenshot, put it up there. Out of these pictures, I do not have any of these books. Wait, I do. What's the name of that one? Is it that one on there? Okay, Binding 13 is here, and I have Binding 13. I'll just put the picture up here. So we're gonna do Binding 13. The other one that's here that I have, and I see it all the way in the back, is Pucking Wild. So I don't know if I should read Pucking Wild or Binding 13. That's gonna be hard. Let's see. Let's grab both of them. Actually, we're gonna ask Siri. Heads is gonna be Binding 13 and tails is gonna be Pucking Wild. Hey Siri, flip a coin. It's tails, so Pucking Wild. Okay. Wait, hold up, because I have Pucking Around, not Pucking Wild. Pucking Around is the first one. Is it? Why is my flashlight on? Was it? Yes, it's this one. Pucking Around, not Pucking Wild. Pucking Wild is next to it. This one's on the picture. All the way in the back. I'll circle it for you guys. But I don't know if that one counts because it's so back and you can't really see it. So I don't know if that's cheating. We're gonna do Binding 13 just because it's like very in your face. But Pucking Around is right behind Binding 13. But we're gonna do Binding 13 just because it's the first one there. Okay, so Binding 13, but I just realized Twisted Love is also on there, and I also have Twisted Love. Okay. I feel like people like more Binding 13, so we're just gonna commit to Binding 13 and do Binding 13 because that was the first one we saw. So we're gonna stay true to Binding 13, I guess. Okay, so this is our TBR. We have Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh, which is, it says, he wants to save her, she wants to hide. She's damaged, he's determined. Fate brought them together, love binds them. Binding 13 is the book for the first book you see on Instagram, and I guess it was this one, so we got. Then for a book over 500 pages, we did One Piece. What are they called? I'm so triggered right now. They have a name and I keep forgetting. The ones that are like 3 volumes in one. Whatever. So volume 7, 8, and 9, because it's 580 something pages, so it makes the cut. Then we have Queen's Peril by E.K. Johnson. Oh, also One Piece is by Ichiro Oda. I butchered that, but that's him. Which is for the book of even numbers that ends in an even number, and it was 276 pages. Then we have 1,000 Heartbeats by Kiera Cass for a book by one of your favorite authors, and she's one of my favorite authors. I read all of her books except for this one, so I gotta get to it. And we've got Liar's Beach by Katie Katugno, which was the book for an odd number of pages and it ended at 375 or something like that, I think it was. There we go. Then we have Coraline by Neil Gaiman for a book with illustrations in it, and it's a book that I already started, so yay. And we have My Fault by Mercedes Ron, and it's a book to like start a series, so technically this is the start of a series. And then we have Fable by Adrian Young, which is a book set in a body of water, and it's set in the ocean basically. 90% of the book or next to the ocean. So that was it for this month's TBR. I'm actually very excited for this TBR. I think this is the most excited I've been for a TBR that I've made with like a TBR video or something. So I'm very excited for this month's TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. What are you gonna read for July? And thank you guys for watching. Bye.